Record here. And am I saying this right if I say Goelz?
It's
Goelz?
it's gals.
Gals. Perfect. Okay. Hey everybody, it's your host Amber for another episode of the Behind Her Boom podcast, coming to you today with another beautiful beauty influencer. But we are going to dive in a little deeper here because she has a story to be told, and I'm so excited. She's doing all sorts of things. Sandra Goelz, I said that right?
Yep.
Sandra Goelz, perfect. I'm so excited to have you on here, Sandra. Tell me a little bit about where you started, this journey of the online beauty industry, and at what point did you really see it sort of skyrocket for you? Because you were back with a different brand than where you are today. So I want to go right there.
Yeah. So I started network marketing in 2020, the heart of, everything shutting down in life.
Right.
I am a makeup artist. I was on location for several years and I had a bridal business, and that just pretty much stopped. And I was always intrigued by the beautiful influencers I would see on social media. And I said to myself, I'm going to give this a shot. And I started working with Seint at the time in 2020, and my business was amazing. It took off. I wasn't always comfortable in front of, the camera. I was always behind the scenes type of gal. So that just took a little getting used to. But once I got over that and crossed over, I knew how much opportunity was here. And it was amazing. It was 3.5 years. And then from there, I just felt in my business, I needed a little more. And so I ventured off because my social media was growing, my audience was growing, and I needed to offer more. And I found Bellame and Omni Marketing. When I transitioned, I didn't really think I was going to choose between both, but it ended up working out where I did have to choose because I wanted to team build and share the opportunity with Bellame and Omni Marketing. It is so new. And I just felt that people around me would benefit from this opportunity. And so they did. And here I am. I started Bellame in July. I started showcasing in September, and I've been able to check off all the goals and just my personal branding goals. I'm able to fund my own personal brand. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to start my business in affiliate marketing, because I knew just how amazing it could be, especially growing your brand socially. And this is the way I do my business, is all social media now. I don't go on location anymore. I just do all social media. And I launched my personal skincare. It's serum, starting small, baby steps, just 6 months ago. And we officially launched, I would say now 2 months. We made it public, and it is sold right now on Amazon only. I have my little situation set up there. My husband's a great big help with this end of the business, but I knew that skincare has always been important to me. I'm a former esthetician. And so this has been a dream come true.
Wow. So you do have quite the story, because you were very successful in Seint, right? And I know a lot of people where maybe they don't see the success, so then they decide, maybe I'm going to pivot, I'm going to leave. Maybe the grass is greener on the other side. So we get into those sorts of conversations, but I don't think that was really the case for you. You were doing so well, and you grew and you scaled so well in your Seint business, but you just sort of seen this opportunity of, I want to really focus on the team building side of things, and chose a company that offers some more outlooks on how you can really benefit and grow from that, which I think is fantastic. I'm always telling people to really look at all the reasons of why you would actually leave. Why would you leave a team? Why would you leave? Because it's not easy building up your business and the momentum and getting the customers and building that trust with people. So you really need to understand and have a clear vision of why you're making that choice. So I think it's fantastic, because you didn't just dive in and leave one. You were sort of testing out the products for a few months, seeing if this was right for you. So now you're sort of all in with Bellame, which is amazing. But at what point, because I love this sort of conversation. Network marketers, entrepreneurs, I feel like they are pretty much the same thing, because you're running your own business if you know how to scale it. So at what point did you make this pivot to say, I'm going to launch my own brand? Because that's a huge step, right? At least with network marketing, you can be an entrepreneur, but you're given all the products, and now you just need to go out to the world and offer and do what you do best. But at what point did you say, yeah, I'm going to make my own?
So I realized as I was growing here with my brand and becoming this, quote unquote influencer, which I don't really like to call myself, but that's generally what we become, influential here on social media.
Yeah.
I knew that I had something and people were trusting me. And this particular part of my journey has always been a dream of mine since I was very little, just to have my own personal brand, something that is true to me, something I can carry on in my family. And starting small here with SG Skin, that's my company name. And just being able to use the platform in which I grew to help me fund it, help me get more educated, because that's the thing. At the time when you're going into something, everything is always changing. So really just getting educated behind people who have been in this business a really long time, in which that's what I found myself just behind them and learning and growing. I was able to launch. I felt confident and comfortable enough to say, people are looking up to me. They are listening to what I have to say. And yes, I can do this. I'm passionate about it. I did my research, working with different labs and just incorporating my personal touches into my brand. And then it was born.
Then here it is. Wow. This is really exciting, Sandra. Oh my gosh. I mean, it
Thank
takes
you.
a lot of, let's say, use the word balls, even though we're women, but it takes a lot of balls to be able to get out there and, like you said, even have the confidence and the conviction over your own product and stand behind that. I think it's absolutely amazing. What would you tell somebody who is, maybe they have a great idea or something that they're thinking, I could launch, I could put it out, I could have an Etsy store, I could do something, but of course they allow fear or the lack of confidence or the lack of knowledge in that industry to really actually put themselves out there and make it a thing. Would you have some advice to them?
Yes, I actually do. And see, the biggest thing in our network and in our industry is women feeling afraid of doing something for themselves, or maybe even changing something within their business because they're afraid of what their fellow industry sisters are going to think, or they're afraid of what the company that they're with is going to think. And fear, just that's it. It's just fear. Getting over that fear, that roadblock of what people are going to think or what anyone around you is going to say. Once you really make that connection in your brain and say, this is about me and only me, and this is my dream and what I want to do, and I know something is calling, right? Because that's how I felt. Something was calling. This is where you have to push that fear aside and just jump.
Yeah.
That is it. That is what I have to say. Just go for it. If it's a calling and it's constantly on your mind, constantly in your belly, and you feel it and it's there, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, what are we waiting for and what are we and you know what I love? I've read it and I've read it, I hear it all the time actually on social media when somebody says, you're so concerned about, the reel or the story or the live or whatever it is that you do, but the people that actually consume it, they look at it, they may judge it for about 10 seconds and then it's forgotten about and they move on. So if
Yeah.
you sort of have that mindset of, yeah, whoever watches it, whether they like it, don't like it, or they have an opinion about it, it's going to last about 10 seconds. They're going to move on. Their brain will be consumed with something else. So let's not let that hold us back from the content that's just all piled up in our phone library and we're scared to put it out there.
Exactly.
Right. So on the business side of things, running your network marketing business and launching your product, that kind of leads me into the conversation of around balance. I'm always talking to people about balancing your business, balancing your work life, balancing if you're a mom, all of those things. So for you, it's like you're running two businesses. If you have your product launch plus your Bellame business, plus your daily life and everything else that you have going on. So how do you find, the best balance or structuring your day? Are you a second?
Yeah, when I first started, I was kind of all over the place. I think that being in this industry now for almost 4 years, you kind of like figure out the balance with your personal life, your other business or another job, if you have another job, and network marketing. And I just find that give yourself the time that you need for yourself, your family, your everything that you need for yourself first and foremost, and then fit everything in. I mean, I can't say that I have like a solid schedule. I just know how to work it in, and just making myself available for the people in my industry and for those around me. And then, of course, just always being available for myself and my family is very, very important.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is important to find that right, moments and the right blocks of time, because I'm a big believer in you can have it all and you can do it all, and you can
Yeah.
maneuver through your day and crush it in every aspect. If you're organized, if you wake up in the morning and you don't have a set schedule of what needs to get done, it's like a basket case and then the whole house is thrown off. Everybody's a mess. So they're kind of relying on you as like the head of the household to just run with it and check off all those boxes. And then I find the whole family will follow along mommy.
Yes.
As long as she's got the schedule, we're good to go.
Yes. Yeah. Organization is definitely
Right.
crucial in this business, just being organized and just making that schedule for yourself, just knowing that what you can give at the time that you can give it, and then drawing back and taking care of all the other things around.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What would you say, Sandra, with your social media? Because I know you didn't want to use that term influencer lightly, but I would use it proudly, because I know so many women that it takes years and it takes a lot of work and it takes consistency of showing up every single day to actually gain a following, not just a following, but a following that has momentum, that has an actual community built in there, that's literally waiting for you to show up. So I say, go out guns ablazing with all the confidence in the world to use that title, and not to use it lightly. But what would you say to somebody who is sort of new in that social media game? And of course, we talk about comparison all the time. Well, I can't do it, Sandra. You get 100,000+ followers. How am I going to do what you're doing? They're not going to listen to me. So I'm sure you have a lot of people on your team that aren't, in that influencer status. So how do you have those conversations with them, in giving them the encouragement and the push they need to grow and scale their business?
So I find that just understanding who you are, finding your niche is very important, and staying the path. So what is going to separate you from the next person? What is your purpose on social media? Are you here to help people? Are you here to serve people? Are you at a certain point in your life and you want to share maybe hormones or whatever you're going through over 40, or whatever it is in your life? What is going to set you apart from everyone else doing this? How are you going to be relatable? So I always say to dig deep into finding what is going to keep people there to want to connect with you, make what is relatable. So stay on that and be consistent with that. And once you continue, and this is what happened to me. So when I first started my journey on social media, it was kind of going nowhere because I was doing too many different things. But once I was able to just focus in on why I'm here, what I'm doing, and that was really just as simple as sharing tips and tricks with skincare and makeup over 40. Once I was able to really dedicate my time with this particular subject, then I started seeing it growth. So just being consistent with your niche is the best thing, and really finding it. What's going to set you apart from everyone else? What is it? Why would people want to keep coming back to you or follow you and not just swipe up or scroll? What is it? You have to really like dig deep, find it, use it, and never stop. Just continue to use it.
Yeah, yeah, I like that, because I mean they always say one product, one niche, and some people are like, well, I do skincare and everybody needs it, or I'm shampoo, everybody washes their hair. But I always say if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. So you really do need to niche down, even if it's as much as just niching down on an age, like you said about helping women over 40. That's such a thing, or women over 50 or over 60. There's that community there of that pocket of women that all need it, that need the encouragement, that need the tips, that need what you have to offer. So I think niching down for sure and staying consistent. I think it's hard for a lot of network marketers. They want to see quick results, they want to see responses, engagement, all those things, but it's loud out there. It's huge. And you're trying to just win somebody's time in the matter of seconds before they scroll and they completely, forget about you again. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's big to have to niche down on it. Um, What about on your team side of things? You're growing your Bellamy business, and then do you still offer Seint as products, like just as a customer base?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I had to cut my ties with Seint because of the non-compete, because I am actively talking about Omni Marketing with Bellamy because it's such a great opportunity for everyone. And there is a really big range in product for everyone at every age and every part of their life. So I feel like we have wellness, we have skincare, we have hair care coming out, cream makeup, serum skincare infused makeup, wellness, if I didn't say that. We have like a huge array of products. And once I started really becoming passionate about the product, I kind of knew that this is what I wanted to talk about, just building a community. And this is like one of my favorite things to do in life. And this is why I haven't left social, network marketing completely, is because of the community and the sisterhood and building a team and just meeting women and having this lifelong friendship with them and seeing their businesses grow and helping each other. That was super important to me. So I was able to do more of that here with Bellamy because of their compensation plan and their, huge array of product. So that's
Kind of
basically
where
how it
you
happened for me.
Right. And I know the omnipresence is a big thing for you. And a lot of people I think are probably like Googling right now, what is omnipresence?
Yeah,
So
Bellamy started it.
let's talk a little bit about omnipresence and what that really means for somebody in business, whether it's their own brand, if they're in network marketing, what that truly means to show up and be seen. And how are you sort of flying with that to be able to grow your business?
Well, so Omni Marketing is really for everyone. There are no additional fees when you join Omni Marketing as a partner. You have 19 different ways you can earn commission. They're always having milestones and bonuses and helping anyone at any age, at any part in their life. And I just feel that it's new, it's fresh, and not going to say it's easy because nothing is easy or else we'd all be like winning and all the things. It's not easy, but I definitely was able to witness more success with this particular compensation plan than anything I've seen in this industry. So that's definitely something for people to look into for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I think that makes a big difference. And I think also when you're looking into network marketing companies and making the decision of which one, you need to be obsessed with the product and love it. So I love how before you even made the transition, you said, I joined at this day, but I didn't actually go active and live for another few months because I really wanted to be my own true testament to the product. So I think that's huge. Some people just dive in because it's, a kind of a momentum or something that's a popular thing or it's new or whatever. And then they're kind of like, hey, with the product, you need to love your products and have
Oh,
passion and conviction behind it. But then number two, it's the compensation plan. And I know most network marketing companies, the comp plans, it's like looking at a puzzle. Like unless you've looked at them before, it's just a big maze. And they're just like, at some point I get paid. I'm not really sure where, but I think that's such a big part of like love the product and understand the comp plan because they are really laid out so differently. And if you want to focus more on products versus business, or you're really business driven, you want to run a team, there's different companies that push towards each of those, differently. So if you don't want to run a team, you just want to focus on product, you kind of need to look at that in terms of which company is actually going to benefit me the most compensation wise.
exactly. Totally. And Omni Marketing just opened an affiliate marketing where you really, if team building isn't your thing and this side of it is like intimidating to you, or you are really just a brands babe and you just want to showcase everything that you love, you can do that here and you can earn a good commission versus huge brands that maybe pay less. You can actually create a business here and earn, a good paycheck just from showcasing product without team building.
Right. So where do we see Sandra in the near future? You've launched your product. Does this product have more sister products that are going to join that product? Could this product eventually turn into your own network marketing company? Why the heck not? Do you know what I mean?
Why not? I mean, I've always been a big dreamer and I always think out of the box. I mean, why not? Right now, it is so baby, like newborn. And I really just am very passionate about the one beautiful brand, the product that I have. And I'm really just, I mean, I don't know where I see myself in like the future, but it's definitely continuous growth in this industry and with my brand. It's definitely putting it all in and, taking that chance on me and just keep going. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, who knows? It could be huge. It could just stay here. It could be in the middle, but I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes to and just follow along this journey of entrepreneurship and growth and all the amazing things that you're doing. And I think you are doing such a wonderful job on social media. You're providing so much, tips and value, and people are just loving on all of your content. So where can people find you? Where can they follow you? And then also where can they find your new product if they want to get their hands on that?
So my product, SG Skin, is sold on Amazon. I have a website. It's just sgskn.com. And it's a 5-in-1 serum. It has 5 amazing active ingredients all in one. So it's like the multi-step of serums. And it's great to use before makeup. It's great to use in the evening. And then for Bellame, I am on, my website is there linked in my link tree on social media. Sandra Goelz, and then I think my handle is _ Sandra Goelz _. It's very simple.
Perfect, perfect. We'll make sure to drop it in the notes as well when we launch the full show so that people can go out and find you and reach out and connect. I just love listening to the stories of successful leaders, especially when they pivot and they're open to talking about it and really just sharing the journey, because I think the number one takeaway with chatting with you is to really just go for what you want to do and not allow anybody or anything get in the way of that, especially the number one word, which is fear. And I don't think that you allowed any of those to get in your way of making the change that you wanted to, launching your own brand and just doing you. So
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for coming on here. And you guys, thanks so much for listening in. I hope you found value. I keep wanting to say valley instead of value. I hope you guys found value on this episode. And you can make sure to reach out to Sandra Goelz. It's _ Sandra Goelz _ on Instagram. Make sure that you check out her new beauty serum, which is her new SG Skin.
Yep.
SG
sgskin.com.
sgskin.com. We'll make sure to put all that in the notes. And guys, until next time, this is your host, Amber, for another episode of Behind Her Boom.
Thank
Bye.
you.
That was great. Oh my gosh.
I always get tongue tied, like,